All right, let's finish up round two, turn two. We'll be going through Commonwealth, France, Soviet Union, and then it's going to start turn three. So we're already about to be a quarter way through this game. Let's get started. Commonwealth buy is going to be a cruiser and a tank here, and I'm going to be saving one IPC. Combat moves for the Commonwealth. I believe the declaration of war with Japan was made, but if it isn't already, I'm doing it. And I'm going to be moving this destroyer from sea zone P57. And I'm going to be moving it with the naval base 1, 2, 3 to take out the transport from sea zone P46. Additionally, I'm going to be taking the transport in sea zone P59. I'm going to be taking it one step, picking in an infantry in P57, 2 P58, and 3 P51. I'm going to be taking a Java vacation, putting my little Union Jack or Anzac marker there, so I don't have a Union Jack. Or I do, they're around here somewhere. But that's going to be the combat for Commonwealth. I'm going to take this off the board, and I'm going to make my non-combat moves. I am going to move the tactical bomber from New South Wales to Queensland. I'm going to be moving the ships. I'm not going to be moving the ships. I'm going to be moving the infantry and the AA gun that are in Rhodesia. I will be moving up to Tanganyika. And I'm going to be moving... Do I move that India piece? Do I leave it there? I think I leave it there. I do have some pieces floating around in Scotland and the UK. They can't really go anywhere because I don't have a transport yet for there. So I'm going to collect my IPCs, put down my units. I think there was a bonus I was going to collect for Commonwealth. There definitely isn't, because you control this one right here, and I won't be getting my bonus for that. So I'm going to go ahead and place my cruiser, my tank, collect my APCs, and then count up some pieces on the board. I have to check. This is 2 cruisers and a destroyer here because I can't tell the difference. I'm putting my cruiser in P59. I'm going to be taking my tank and putting it here in South Africa. So for IPCs, Commonwealth has not lost any original territories yet. So that'll be their original 19. With Java, that will be put it to 21, so 21 total IPCs they'll collect. With my saved one, it'll be 22. Let's count up some units. New South Wales, I don't have anything. P59, I have 2 cruisers, a destroyer. New Zealand, I have an infantry. Java, an infantry. Malaya, an infantry. India, an infantry. Sea Zone P51, I have a transport. I forgot to move my destroyer. I will be moving it to join the transport here in P51. P51, I have a destroyer and transport. P46, I have a destroyer. Queensland, I have 4 infantry, 2 AA guns and artillery, 3 fighters and a tactical bomber. In the UK, London, 2 infantry and a tank. Scotland, an infantry as well. Canada, an infantry and artillery. And I suppose I should... the infantry and anti-aircraft gun in Tanganyika, and then the tank in South Africa, and that's everything. Time to move on to France's turn. I got these pieces here in Africa, and as well as the one in North Indochina there, we'll get to in a second. No combat moves for France. Be moving... Let's get this camera steady here. I'm struggling today. Okay. moving these 4 infantry from Algeria to Tunisia, the infantry from Morocco, Casablanca to Morocco, from French West Africa to Morocco. In the Asia theater, from North Indochina, I'm going to go here into Yunnan. So I have an infantry in Yunnan, 4 in Tunisia, 1 in Morocco, 1 in Morocco, Casablanca. And don't forget about that French fighter in the UK doing nothing. That'll be all the French pieces. That'll be the French turn. It's time to go to Russia. Russia, my purchase is going to be 9 infantry, 1 artillery, 1 fighter, saving nothing. Combat moves. I got a big one. I won't let Ukraine go. I'm going to keep fighting and keep fighting until finally the dice will fail out on me. So I'm going to send everything I can at Ukraine. From Rostov, I'm going to send 3 infantry. From Bryansk, 3 infantry as well, and 2 artillery. Smolensk, I'm going to send my tank and my mech infantry to Ukraine. Going to be sending my 2 fighters and tactical bomber from Ukraine as well, or from Smolensk to Ukraine. My fighter from Moscow also going to join the fight. So 1 fighter is going to have 2 moves. The rest, they're all going to have 2 moves actually. That's going to be the only Russian attack. So I know tank pairs with the fighter, and so that'll be 1 extra 4. So going to this is a big battle. I'm going to move this. I'm going to put this on my makeshift battle board here. Moving parts here. Okay. Take my infantry, all 6 of it. If I can get it in one hand, I can. I'm going to have to come back for you. Should get the dice tray in the shot. Two infantry are going to pair with 2 artillery. My infantry and my mech infantry. Tank's going to roll at the 4 with the paired fighter, or vice versa. I'm not sure which it is. One of my fighter with the paired tactical bomber is going to roll out a 4. Then I'll have another 3. So I have, looks like I have 5 for 1, 4 for 2, 3 for 3, 2 for 4. Let's see what you got. We have 3 infantry, 2 mech infantry, 2 artillery for 7 total rolls for 2. A little scary there. A lot better than my 1s. You have some tanks and fighters there as well. You have 1 tank, 2 Italian fighters. They're going to make an appearance this episode. Can we get all that in the shot? Yes, we do. And that's how we're going to do it. And let's roll some dice here. Let's get all of it in the shot. There we go. I'm going to start with my 5 1s. I'm going to get 1 hit from that. My 4 2s. I'm going to get 2 hits from that. My 3 3s. I'm going to get 2 hits from that. And my 2 4s. I'm going to get 1 hit from that. All right, you have 7 2s defending. Seven. You're going to get 2 from that. We have a 3, 2 4s. Hit. 2 4s. 1 hit. So I'm going to deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're going to deal 4 back. I'm going to lose all my 1s and a infantry paired with an artillery. Or no, I have it backwards. I lose 4, not 6. So I'm going to retain my mech, keep these guys. Everyone else is kaput. You're going to take 6, so you're going to lose 3 infantry, and I assume you'd like to keep the mech, maybe the artillery. Hopefully it's not going to matter. That'll be up to you if things end up surviving somehow. But you're going to have 1 total 2 remaining. So let's just keep this artillery here and take everyone else. You're going pretty fast through Russia. I assume you want to keep the mech, but I don't know. This is a tough call. So let's roll our dice again. Roll these back. Okay, I have 1 roll for 1. That hit. I have 2 rolls for 2. No hits. I have 3 rolls for 3. I have 1 hit from that. I have 2 rolls for 4. 1 hit from that. 3 total hits. You're going to get another round to defend yourself here. Let's see how much damage you do. You have 1 roll for 2. That missed. You have 1 roll for 3. That missed. You have 2 rolls for 4. And those 4s are both going to hit. So I'm going to take 2. I'm going to lose my math. Pretty sure nothing that's in Ukraine is going to survive. So I'm just going to lose my mech and an infantry. You're going to lose everything but 1 Italian fighter. And I'll wrap this up. 3 rolls for 2. 1 hit, that'll do it. You're going to roll for your 4. And it won't hit. So that will be that. I will take back Ukraine for the moment. I got some moves out east, so I need to get most of the board here. Okay, nice. Put these back in Ukraine where they belong. Take your Iron Cross off of Ukraine. Tank in Ukraine. We're going to have to land my 4 planes. Let's see here. Before we land our planes, I have an anti-aircraft gun in Bryansk, and I think it might be stupid. I think it's time to move it into Ukraine, see if it can't get a lucky shot or 2. I'm going to move all the planes back to Smolensk because you can't blitz through the Pripyat marshes. So it's safe. 1 infantry from Smolensk to Bryansk. Keep an infantry in Lithuania. I'm going to move 2 infantry to Estonia. Keep an infantry in Belarus. Move 3 infantry to Smolensk. Two artillery is going to move to Leningrad. Let's see, all my infantry, be 8, will move to Smolensk. My 5 infantry in Moscow is going to move to Kaluga. My 3 infantry in Stalingrad are going to move to Kursk. My submarine from A7, that's going to move 1, 2 to sit in C zone A5. I got all these this mess in the east here. I mean, it's really going to be a job to stop this massive land invasion from Japan. I'm going to consolidate everything here in Zaven, if I'm pronouncing that right. My 2 infantry from Dornod into Zaven, my 2 cavalry, Russian cavalry, here into Zavan. 1 infantry from Yakut is going to rail to Moscow. The 4 remaining Yakut infantry is going to go to Divan. 4 from Yeninsi in Divan. Then my Berti, 6 infantry and 2 anti-aircraft guns are going to go into Yakut. And we're going to hopefully hold the line there. That would be nice. This right here is my line in the sand. You may not cross, sir. We'll see how that holds up. That's going to be all of my... I have an anti-aircraft gun just sitting in Belarus. That should not be there. Move it to Smolensk. Everything else looks correct. So we're going to keep it that way. Let's count up some IPCs. Russia started with 40. They've lost 1, 2, retook Ukraine. So that's going to be 38 IPCs for original territories. Bonuses. Russia controls Siberia. Where is Earl? Urals. And Ukraine here. That's going to be 3 IPCs, putting me up to 41. Russia controls 3 of the 4 of Leningrad, Stalingrad, Lithuania. You control Eastern Poland, but that's 3 of 4. I will collect another 5 from that. That will put me at 46 for Russia. That's going to be everything. Only 17 minutes for these 3 turns. Commonwealth and France are pretty fast, but yeah, after we get out of the first round, the turns start going quicker. So, short video today.